Hello, today is Saturday, October 5th. I am actually sitting in Santee, which is where I used to live before I moved up to Riverside County. And I'm sitting at a park where I have spent many mornings and evenings with my dogs back when I used to live right over there. But today I am not here with dogs. I am here with people. I'm here with these two. I'm here because I met up with some friends from my old job when I worked at summer camp. One of them I hadn't seen in I think more than 10 years. And I met up with them trying to organize a little regular meetup with my old friends because I'm having a hard time making friends up where I live. I moved up there 3 years ago. And here's my reasons why. I'm new to the area. I'm a little bit older than most of my colleagues, especially my colleagues with kids. And when you're just teaching and being a mom, there's not a lot of social things to go out. And I don't go out and drink. I don't do sports. Nuari's not in any dance class or anything where I would be meeting people. Most of my friends I had through working at summer camp or through my old school district. And we connected over those common things. And I've made a couple of mom friends up where I live. But I just kind of was wait, instead of looking for totally new friends, why don't I just go reconnect with friends that I've already spent a lot of time with? And working at summer camp, it's almost like they were my roommates or something because we spent a lot of summers together and we lived together. And so it's been really nice to connect with them. And then Nuari was able to go play with the kids while I was able to sit with the moms. There were three of us sitting here with babies, padding that we're all calming because we all have little tiny ones and just chatting. It was a brief visit because everybody is busy, but I'm going to schedule it and do it again. This thing about making friends has been a hard thing. I can spend a ton of time on Instagram talking with moms and we have one sense of connection, but I read a lot about face-to-face versus tech connections, and those tech connections are not as fulfilling to us as humans, and they're not as good for our mental health. I really do feel though sometimes it is really good for my mental health to have little DM messages going on with the other moms. And it's always funny because it's right when the kids go to bed, we're all on there, we're nursing them or putting them to sleep. But I have that and that helps me, but I know that I really need the face-to-face time to feel better and to feel less lonely and I'm just not in my house chilling with Nishanta and the kids all the time. So I pushed myself to do this, and then also Nuari needs to spend time with other kids too. And I know that if I'm reconnecting with my old friends, then they kind of have similar values, parenting styles. Well, Girl Scouts in common, or we're educators and our kids are all pretty chill and easy, so they get along well. I just went and ran with the girls and they were helping her on the slide and things, and I could trust that they were going to play safe with her because I already know her parents. So that's a good part.
And then I fell off one of the swings.
And then what happened?
And then I had to walk way slow.
You walked away slow. Who was helping you on the swings? Do you remember her name? Her name was Ruby. She was taking good care of you. Ruby and Emery were taking really good care of you. She wanted to add that part in, huh?
One time Ruby would sit, bring her face down.
She was playing?
Her put her face down.
Oh, okay. Nuari interrupted. She wanted to make sure that you heard that part on the video. I also pushed myself. I was at the Little Red Barn, which is an indoor playground near our house the other day. And I was sitting there and I was okay, going to try to see if anybody here is worth talking to and trying to be friends with. I pushed myself, which is so awkward. And there was this girl whose daughter was playing really well with Nuari. She was about her age, and so I started talking to her. I noticed they were working on sharing toys. They're both reading books. Talked to the lady. Turns out she's a teacher also. Her husband's also a teacher. And I was we should definitely be friends. Her husband's even a science teacher, which is what Nishanta is. And I was this is great. And then at the end, I awkwardly was hey, are you on Insta? And she's yeah. I'm do you want to be friends with her? And I said, I'm trying to make more friends. I was super honest and blunt. And I've had a few times where I've had passings with women at the nail salon or at a play place. And I talk to them oh, I could be your friend. And then I don't maintain any contact. So I did get her Instagram contact, and I'm going to follow through and try to meet up with her again so our girls can play, and so that maybe I can be friends with her since she's a teacher too. I know the key to being friends is to have things you have in common, and I worry sometimes about the age that people are so far from my age. It makes me sound really old, but I'm a little bit older for a mom. And if you just have like one little thing in common, then that's good to build a friendship. I read a book called Friendship Circle or Girlfriend Circles. I'll put the link down below. But it talked about how you just have to have one little link in common, and then you can build a friendship where you like see each other all the time, or you both have kids the same age, or you have the same job, or you see each other every week at yoga, and then that helps a friendship to form. Now those can be looser friendships that can be deepened, but you at least start with those. And I get picky sometimes about how many like things I want to have in common with potential friends. I was very spoiled because I lived in a dorm at a women's college in the dorm, so I had tons of friends there. I lived there all 4 years of college, and then I worked at summer camp for like 10 years or something. And so I had these built-in friends, like it was either at school with friends or I was at camp with friends. Then I maintained those friendships afterwards. Then I went back to my hometown, and I think my friendships kind of died because I went back to my hometown and I was like a really young teacher living there, and there's not like a lot of connections going on when you live on a dirt road with your parents. So I just like put all my time into teaching, and that putting all my time into teaching is something that I have continued to supplement. Anytime I feel like friendships were low, I would just like bury it into teaching, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be more balanced, and I want to model it for Newari, and I want to have more time with her. So we're working on making friendships together, and finding things in common. And I'm hoping to set up one of these meetups like once a month with my old camp friends and expand it out, and then set it up with people up in my area where I live too, to take it from like the people I'm seeing online to seeing them face to face. Nishanta's on board too. He wants to start a weekly pizza night at our house and have it like an ongoing invitation for anybody to come over, which would also just help Newari to build friends, help us to build friends. And for anybody listening, I think you should help to build friends too. And my challenge to you is to reach out to some of your online friends and set up a face-to-face meetup with them, and then let me know how it goes and be like, hey, I did it. And then maybe if you do it, then it'll encourage me to do it some more too. Or hey, if you're one of my friends who's watching this, like one of my real life friends, message me and tell me, hey, let's meet up and actually see each other, because it will be good for both of us and for our kids, or just for us in general. Okay, that's my thoughts on friendship. Nora and I are gonna go do something now. We actually have no plans. We are in San Diego with just the three of us. It's Newton's first time down here, and we're gonna go find something fun to do. So I'll throw that on here too. Okay, bye for now. I told her we are going to a surprise. Nora, where are we? Do you understand that? The aquarium? Okay, go. What fish is that? I surprised Nora with a trip to the Birch Aquarium in La Jolla. Down there you can see the pier. It's at UCSD. We have passes to here, but we haven't been because of him, so she's running around and just visiting the fish. I'm just sitting and letting her play at the aquariums, and we're kind of chilling out instead of like looking at everything because I can't pick her up, but she's having fun. Okay, she's at the tide pools. I gotta go get her.
I see lots of fish.
And what else? How about the ocean? The ocean's over there behind you. Hey, it's Wednesday. I'm about to edit the video, the one that you're watching right now, and I realized I didn't wrap it. But before that, I want to do an update. Since I like just put those friendship thoughts out there, I have had a bunch of social invites like fill up my week, which is kind of fun. Learning though that social invites for moms are very hard. Like I had to cancel one time, someone else had to cancel. We all have a lot of things coming up. It's not like when people were single and we can just be like, oh yeah, we'll be there. No, so much more comes up right now. But oh, remember I told you I met the girl at the indoor playground? She actually messaged me to meet up again. Woohoo, like possible friend. But I had to cancel. We had some car problems, but hopefully this momentum will keep going in the right direction. And even earlier today, I had a friend over and like the girls were just running around the house having a grand old time, and it felt really good. It was hard getting up to clean the house this morning, but we managed it. Okay, I hope you are enjoying my videos. My channel is full of like teaching vlogs and sit down talks about mom stuff and books I've read. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you should. And like always, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram if you want like more day-to-day stuff with our family life. And thank you to everybody who is already subscribing and following. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.